Hello and welcome to the Bot Box. We're going back to series 1 with this one. A grey triangular robot armed with a front mounted tyre slasher, just in case of exposed tyres. It was grey and had a sharp grin and 2 green eyes, making it look a bit stealth bombery. Its name is a reference to the film Full Metal Jacket, BNC. It was a middleweight, but this was okay, it having entered Series 1 where there were no weight restrictions. It found a home in Heat E, where of course it had to do the gauntlet and the trials before actually getting any fights. That is assuming it got through them. Full Metal Anorak went first, getting it all nicely out of the way, and went to do the maze where it proved to be very nippy, making up for its lack of weight. It got through the maze with very little issues. It did get caught on an obstacle known as the landmines. Who calls an obstacle landmines? But survived that and managed to reach the end zone. Afterwards, it was confirmed by Full Metal Anorak's one-man team that Full Metal Anorak is indeed made of metal, specifically aluminium. So it got through to the trials, having come second in the gauntlet. This time, it was a Series 1 exclusive trial, Labyrinth. How I can describe it is basically a maze race, so you're racing the other robots. Last to get to the end zone, or the robot that travels least, goes out. Simple as that. Oh, and of course, all 4 house robots are in there too. Full Metal Anorak had quite a start. The start really focusing on Body Hammer's interactions with other robots. Body Hammer being the heaviest robot in the heat, and it being the predecessor of Pussycat, which I mentioned a few weeks back. But that all changed when Full Metal Anorak's route took it into the path of Sergeant Bash. So Full Metal Anorak actually tried to shove Sergeant Bash, who backed away, probably because it didn't want to get beaten up by a middleweight. So Full Metal Anorak took the opportunity and nipped straight to the end zone, where the driver got bored and attacked the nearest house robot, namely Matilda. That might have caused it some problems because it seems the magic smoke came out of Full Metal Anorak as well. So this meant Full Metal Anorak had a fight. It got drawn against Reality, which looked like a flying saucer and was armed with spikes instead of being the full body spinner you'd expect it to be. Full Metal Anorak tried to shove Reality, but Reality was too quick, and so all Full Metal Anorak could do was bump into it. It then ran away, just which Sergeant Bash's rear end got shoved by Reality. Thrice. All 3 times, Full Metal Anorak tried to run away. It got spike marks on it and was constantly evading its opponents, to the point of not really wanting to get engaged in a fight. That is until after one last collision with Reality, Full Metal Anorak drove onto the Series 1 equivalent of the pits, the grill. It was stuck, it could not move, so therefore it was immobilized. And that was it. Full Metal Anorak went out. However, its one-man team did get a whole new load of friends after getting a nice round of applause going back into the pits. However, like most of the robots in that heat, Full Metal Anorak did not return. Full Metal Anorak was pretty bland to look at, and it could easily be confused with the arena fall. You might not even notice it was there. But it made up for it by being nippy and not really having any unmitigated disasters in the trials. The two robots that went out in the trials in Series 1 HT had an absolute shocker of a run in them. However, we have to talk about the fighting for a second. Oh dear, that was terrible. There wasn't much fight in it. It's like, when it came to the trials, if you want a robot that can go through a maze quickly, this is your robot. If you want it to fight as well, not so much. It would have done better against an opponent with some actual exposed tyres. As for the film Full Metal Jacket, I have not only not seen Full Metal Jacket, but I haven't seen a war film ever. It's not really my genre. Says someone here talking about robotic combat. So, can't review it here. Soz. Or other soz. Never mind. So, question is, who's next? This one is next. And this one is Cobra. The Belgian Cobra. Until next time, Callison244 out.